What's up, you guys? Welcome to part 3 of our City Hall build. Let's get started. Here with part 3 of this City Hall build. We are going to be doing the exterior landscaping, the furnishing inside, and everything. So just to fill you in, since you last watched the second part, I put in the windows all around the building, and I also put in the elevator, put in the lights. So things that are pretty easy to do. I didn't think that, it was really worth it to show you guys. Oh yeah, I did build some stairs, and I don't know how I feel about them. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think. I think they'll be fine, especially if I do decide to put a basement in later. Then I can just have the stairs going down right there, and it will all work out. But anyways, so yeah, let's get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the outside because it is like killing me. I've been like wanting to do the outside for so long. Usually when I build projects like this, I usually like do the outside as soon as like the front wall goes up, because I like the way, I don't know, I like that in the building process. But I wanted to do it this way for you guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build some planters out front with the brick, just like that. All right. And then we're going to do that on the same side over here. Okay. Alright, there's that. And then what we're going to do is put in this coarse dirt. I like the coarse dirt over just the normal dirt. Just because it has, it just looks more manicured, I guess, even though it's really not. It just reminds me of like, topsoil you would put in your garden in real life. So that's why I like doing that if I can. So there we go, there's that. And then I think what I'm going to do is, then I'm going to be doing, okay, yeah, here's what I'll do. So I'm going to use these stone bricks and then the stone brick stairs. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this away and I'm going to put these stone bricks in the front here. So we have kind of like a, like porch area. And then we have that like that. Perfect. I like the way it looks so far. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to eventually have the sidewalk go all the way along the beach right here and then connect over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do a sidewalk that's just, that's not like this actually. In fact, I'm going to have to fix that, but for right now it's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the sidewalk like this. So I'm going to speed this up, put the sidewalk in, and then we'll come back. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to put in, I'm actually going to continue this over here along the planter, and then I'll just end it like right there, like that. Yeah, that works. Okay, so I'm going to end it like that. I don't know how I want to do it exactly. That's fine. Okay, and then I'll just run along the beach. So I'm going to have it like that for now. Okay, so then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to, because if you notice in a lot of my city I have, or in this part of the city, this is a big city, but I have this strip of grass in between the street and the sidewalk. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing over here. And the dirt that I use is just normal dirt. Okay, yeah, here's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to have this like that, and then along here, because like, in reality dirt wouldn't, just hold up itself like that. So I'm going to put in that, like so. And then I'm going to put in the stone bricks. Okay, that works. Alright, that looks better. And then along here, I'm going to use the just an iron hoe, and then I'm going to get some seeds. You have to be quick with this, because if it's not raining, then these can all dry out pretty fast, and it's kind of annoying. So unfortunately, I am in the desert, so even if I did want to turn the rain on, it wouldn't really work because there's no actual moisture coming down. Actually, it may work, I don't know. But anyway, okay, so there's that right there. And then the next step is going to be putting in trees. I think I'm just going to do one tree. And this is a tree that used to be a part of a mod. It was the Highlands mod. It was like honestly my favorite mod. But it's no longer available, which makes me very sad. But it's basically going to look like one of these. So I'm gonna do a tree tutorial within this video, I guess. So basically what you do is you just take the birch wood and you just go up. So this one I'm going to make it taller because I like having them at a different heights. It gives it some more intrigue. And then what you do is you take the birch leaves and you just go, 3 blocks from the bottom. You wrap the top like that. You do this. And you continue that around the tree like that. Okay, and then you give it a top. So I'm going to do mine 3 blocks high for there. And then what you do is you go around the side and you fill in the area right there. And then you always leave one side down more than the other, so it looks more natural. So we're going to keep on doing that right here. Alright, there we go. And then as far as the rest of it, you just kind of go along and do whatever you want. So it really doesn't matter. I mean, just kind of go, all over the place as long as it's flush to the tree. So yeah, so you're just going to go up, do whatever you want. Really, it doesn't matter what design you do. Although sometimes you do want it to be like, like you want this to be. No, so it's fine. Okay, so that's that tree. I'm going to go ahead and do this, the other tree, and I will speed it up. Okay, you guys, so there you go. There we have the 2 birch trees on either side. I think that looks really nice. And you still do have, you still see the windows a little bit, but they definitely are shaded more. So the next step is going to be just putting in the landscaping around here. So what I've been doing, and this is a mod, and I'll link this down in the info section down below. What I've been doing is I've been using these berry bushes, and so I think what I'm going to go ahead and do for the berries, I think I'm going to use these yellow elderberries, and I'm just going to plant them like so. I'm going to plant them all the way around the tree for the most part, so I'm going to plant them, 3/4 around the tree, and then back here what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a light like this, and I'm going to do that for the other side as well. So I'm going to go do this for the other side. Don't know what you want. Okay, so there we have the trees and the landscaping done. Now we're just going to add those few extra elements, and what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to use, I forgot what mod it's part of, but okay, it's the Real World Decorations mod, and I'm just going to use the black iron rectangle wall lantern, and I'm going to put it on either side right here so it looks more stately and add something. So I think that looks really good. So the next step is going to be the flag, and what I'm going to do with that is I'm just going to use the oak fence post here, and let's see, I'm going to put it up, I'll do 5 blocks high, that's fine. And I have to see what the flag looks like again. I'm just looking through over there. So red, gray, and white. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the I'm going to use the wool. Okay, so what was it again? Okay, yeah, okay. All right, so I'm just going to put that like so. Perfect. Alright, well there we go. So that is the outside of it landscaped. I think it looks really good. I'll go ahead and do the other side as well over here, and that gives it some more landscaping. So there we go. Now we have a tree right there, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the back. Okay, that looks fine. So there we go. Now we're done with the landscaping around there. Now let's move inside onto more exciting things and deal with that. So in here, let's just go ahead and start with the conference room. What I always like to do is put in some sort of, so I think for the inside, because this is beach, more of like a beach terrain, I think what I'm going to do, actually I'm going to go with dark because that ties in with everything else that we're doing. So I'm going to just do, let's see, we did that. Okay, and then pretend that this is a That's a microphone, I guess, whatever. Okay, and then for the chairs in here, let's see, what do I want to do? Let's see what benches we have. No, I don't want to do that. So, let's go to this right here and see. You know what, better yet, and again, this is something that'll be nice for if I ever lose these mods. I'm just going to go ahead and do... No, I'll just go ahead and do the same color as the stand right there. Okay, cool. And then if you really wanted to, you could add a flag or something of the city. What I've done in my other city halls before is I've added like a map on the wall or something. So that's kind of fun. And then I think just to add something else in here, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some planters. And I'm going to, let's see, what do I want to use? Let's use the, I don't really want another wood, I want like a stone. Let's just use these right here, this is fine, I don't really even know what this is, but we'll just use that. And then we'll put in some, how about, so this is that one mod again. So, we'll just go ahead and put in some big ferns like that, looks kind of stately. And there we go, so there's our conference room. And that is done. And then if you want to, you could always put in a sign, or not conference room, that's like the city, I don't know, I have to think about the site name. Okay, so in here, we're just going to add a basic store. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, we don't want to cover up the M though, so I'm going to be careful of that. So what I do with my stores is I just put in a counter like this. I do a block of iron. This is the cash register, by the way. I do a block of iron like that. I'm going to do a half slab, and then I just put in a stone pressure plate. And then I'll just go ahead and put in a shelf. So, I don't know. Whatever. There'll be something, I guess, selling there. So, that's fine. And then back here, again, you can just put a flag, or you can, or you know what we'll do? We'll just put another M. We'll just go ahead and do a white concrete for this as well. And really, if we're doing this, we don't even need this on the floor. So I think I'm just going to take this out, which is something that I don't normally do, but it seems like it's the best thing to do. So, okay, so that looks good. And then I'm going to go ahead and do some more shelves, but I'm going to do different. So I'm going to do a more modern looking shelf right here. Okay, that looks fine. And then I always like using armor stands as like mannequins or something. So let's say that there's some, you know, sweatshirts for this city, and they want to have a mannequin, you know, displaying that, then it looks better. And then we'll go ahead and add, I don't know what else to add. I feel like the floor's missing something. But anyway, for now, that's fine. So there we go. There's our souvenir room, whatever. The bathroom's already done, so we don't need to worry about that. And then in here, I would just say I'm going to add in some plants. We'll keep the planters we choose cohesive, so we're just going to do these ones right here. And as far as the plant itself, you can do these small plants in here, but I was just like using for like house plants or whatever, these bigger ones. So I think what I'm going to do for this one in here is I'll just do these right here. That's fine. That looks good enough, in my opinion. Okay. So we're going to go up the stairs. Up here, what we're going to do is we are going to put in some desks. So you can see that there's different desks here. So we're going to just do the basic. We're going to stick with the theme that we're going with. And we're going to put a desk in right here. And then, let's see. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put a desk in right here. I'm going to get a chair. We'll go ahead and use this chair for this area. I guess that's fine. Or actually, I want to face it. No, I want to do it this way. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to do computer right here. I was going to put the computer in. When you put a computer up, there needs to be something behind it, but it's alright. So, yeah, so that's going to be the secretary's desk or whatever. And then over here, We're gonna put in a shelf. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and put in a filing cabinet. And the filing cabinet is just 2 blocks of iron stacked on top of each other, and then with buttons on them. And then I always like adding, when I do an office type area, like adding a flower pot on top, and then I just use whatever random flower I choose. So that works right there. And then we need to add some chairs for a waiting area. So let's just go ahead and do that right there. Yeah, that works. And then let's add another planter. So there's some life in this building and it's not completely dead. So go ahead and let's see. Let's use, I think I know what plants I'm going to use this time. This is one of my favorite plants to use actually. This mountain cabbage tree. So that looks good right there. And then let's put a picture up right here. It doesn't have to be of anything, that relates to the city. So I always put these borders because Minecraft like updated it, whereas if, it just does like the biggest picture if you don't put borders around it, which kind of sucks because I miss like, it sucks, but then it doesn't suck at the same time. So yeah, that looks pretty good in there. So I think that we are done with that area. And then the conference room will be pretty basic. So I never use the tables in Minecraft for conference rooms generally. What I usually do is I just take these half slabs like this and I put them, okay, yeah, that works. 3, okay. So I put them and I make a block like that. Alright, and then I go around. Although this may be, I'm actually going to make this shorter on this end just because we want chairs to evenly fit around it. So I'm going to go ahead and get a chair, and I'll just use these ones for some contrast. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and put up a TV that would be like, and what I do for TVs is I just get clay. Like this. Okay, I just get clay, and that always works for me. And then we're going to put in a planter, like probably would have guessed. Okay, let's put in a, we'll do one of these, that looks fine. Okay, so there's that right there. We'll go ahead and put in a picture, whatever, that's fine. So there we go, yeah, that's our conference room. So that's all set up and ready to go. And now let's go do this office right here. So the reason that this office, and I'm going to do something different with this, I'm not going to actually use the desks that I used for the secretary. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an old school like Minecraft desk like that. And the reason I'm doing this is because that way, whoever, the mayor or whatever, can sit right here, and then the people can sit on the other side. So we'll go ahead and get a chair. So we'll use this chair for him, and then this chair for people who can visit, and then we'll put a computer. We'll put it over here, that's fine. Okay, so there's that, and then we'll go ahead and put a filing cabinet up in the corner over here. Alright, and like you probably have guessed, a plant on top. Okay, so there's that, and then next, let's see, we'll go ahead and put a TV up in here, but we're going to put it on this side actually, because this will go into the other office as well. So there's the clay, alright, and then we'll put in a picture, if I can find it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we already used that picture. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so there's the picture, and then we'll put in a shelf, and then we'll put in a couch underneath the TV, and then over here we'll go ahead and put a plant that is hanging actually. Okay, cool, so there we go. And then also one thing you can do, and I always do this in offices, is I put in blinds like this. Although it can be difficult when you're doing these corner windows because it doesn't, like, you can't put a blind right there, so you're just gonna have to do it like that. Okay, so cool, that looks good. That's the office right there. And if you wanted to, actually, you could put in a lamp. Making a lamp may make it look better. That looks better. Okay, cool. So that is one of the offices, and then I'm going to go ahead and speed this up and do these last two offices, and then we will do an overview of the whole building, and that'll be it.
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Okay, you guys, we are outside of the finished City Hall for the city of Mugu. I'm super excited that you guys followed me along on this whole journey. Just to do a recap real quick, it'll take like 1 minute. Here's the outside. We have nice landscaping, nice elements, really cool design. Going inside, it's very open and bright, and cool architectural features. Over here we have our conference room. Across the way we have our souvenir and information center. Over here we have our 2 bathrooms that are both identical. And one thing I forgot to show you guys with this over here, you can just put in a covering like that so you don't have anyone looking in. We're going to go up this water elevator here. And up here we have the waiting area with the secretary. This is the conference room. This is the mayor's office right here. And then these are the other 2 offices that, you know, are for whoever. So that is it for this City Hall. That is it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please go ahead and put a thumbs up and like this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content. You can subscribe by pressing the watermark on the right hand corner. See you in the next video.